Greetings, geeks and nerds, and ladies, universe, and white nerdy. It's time for the last YouTube subscriber poll with one that nobody voted for, and I'm kind of surprised nobody voted for it because it's written by the great, beautiful, and very talented Gail Simmone, and it's considered one of the best New 52 runs. Depends on who you ask. The New 52 is either I hate it so much I'd rather see it die in a forest fire, or I love it and I will praise it to living hell. Depending on your suggestion or variety, this is where the turn of the New 52 Batgirl falls in. Batgirl Returns was written by the very talented and beautiful Gail Simmone, who, for the most part, really did understand Batgirl. In fact, when I heard a lot of people praising her Batgirl run, I decided to pick this up, and basically, I kind of wondered why a lot of people were, recommending her Batgirl run. Except, I just have to point out for people, look at the price sticker. Yeah, I paid over $100 for this. I'm not ashamed to admit that. But instead of buying like the volume after volume after volume after volume, I just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy the omnibus. And that's what we're looking at today. Batgirl, for a lot of you that don't know, was created to basically try to involve Batman's popularity among more other people. Especially if you know that the reason why Yvonne Craig was involved with Batgirl was to try to increase or boost her popularity. Which even more so led to Batgirl having a much more bigger popularity than so did Batman and Robin. And if you remember my season 3 review of Batman 66, you remember that I talked about Yvonne Craig possibly replacing Burt Ward, but that didn't happen. Yeah, if you want more on that, go and check that review out that I did last year. But I'm just going to let people know this right now. I'm just going to be skipping around this omnibus here and there to different places, and mostly trying to talk about the individual volumes or just the story just in general, while making jokes and using clips. But if you actually want to read the story yourself, go out and buy this. I don't know if this is cheaper now, but it's over $100. And when I shared this with Gail Simmone, she was so happy that I bought this. Not kidding. So I'd also be honored if she actually watches this review and basically becomes a supporter of mine. So anyways, let's take a look inside of Batgirl Returns and see if this omnibus is actually well worth it or not. Also, because nobody's voted for this on the YouTube subscriber poll, I'd be very impressed if this actually turns out to be a very popular video on my YouTube channel. Just saying. So as such, let's check out Batgirl Returns the Omnibus and see if Batgirl definitely does make a heroic return. Okay, upon first I have to admit, I really do like the dust cover. It uses the new 52 Batgirl Returns volume, and hell, it basically looked pretty good. Although underneath the dust cover, it does not look so good. Because if you remove the dust cover, that's it. This is what we get. This is not at all appealing as the dust cover. So, yeah, just what the hell. But frankly, I really do enjoy the dust cover. I think it's beautiful, it's eye-popping, it's eye-catching, and it really does look all the more gorgeous. So it gets a big thumbs up from me. After 3 years of recovery, after what the Joker did to her, Batgirl is finally back and she's on scene, making a name for herself, and basically trying to be the best damn superheroine that she can be. And look at her in all that beautiful glory. I have to say, I really do love the black and gold outfit, especially yet from the new animated series of Batman. But Batgirl is living with a new roommate, Alicia. And Alicia is a very awesome roommate for Batgirl. She fully understands her, she fully looks out for her. She basically becomes Barbara's, basically, so to speak, big sister kind of figure. We'll come back to Alicia and what she actually is in just a moment here. But I have to say, I really did enjoy her as a character, and I thought that she was pretty damn wonderful, all things considering. Especially her holding a baseball bat right here. It's just hilarious. But something that Gail Simmone actually does pretty well is adding a new arsenal of villains to Batgirl's gallery. And quite simply, it's a very fascinating gallery. Just like she faces off against a man that's mostly nothing but a bunch of mirrors. Don't ask me, it's Gail Simone's creation. I'm pretty sure he is a Gail Simone creation. And, yeah, but he's a pretty interesting villain, all the things considered. And Batgirl really does go beast mode a lot in this Gail Simone series. And we seriously understand why when she had to put up with bullshit like brand new villain coming around the corner and trying to basically make her day. So all things considered, you do understand what Barbara's going through. And also, Gail decided, hey, you know something? Batgirl always had a close relationship with her father. So why don't we introduce her mother into this series as well? I love how Gail just understands Batgirl and really gives her everything that she can. Maybe she looked into her own self and made her like herself, I'm not sure. But it was just awesome to see how Gail can basically make Batgirl one of my favorite characters that I have read. Seriously, when I read this basically last year, I fell in love with Batgirl. I never expected her to be such a big, well, for the most part, a big part of my life or have an impact on me just while reading this, but all things considered, yeah, that's just how wonderful and terrific of a writer that Gail Simmone is. And also, Gail decided to pull out some secrets, some basically big stuff. And her first one was reintroducing the Joker back into Barbara's life. Yeah, as it turns out, Joker's not actually dead. Well, what do you expect? He's a fucking clown prince of crime. Of course he's not dead yet. But of course, he does some unimaginable and unthinkable. He kidnapped Barbara's mother. And Barbara has to reach down deep inside of herself to remember that she is not the same tortured person that she was when the Joker shot her. She is now something more. She has to reassert herself that she is the Batgirl that she deserves to be. And all the more while, we learn that Barbara can seriously kick a ton of ass. Yeah, I was not expecting her to kick this much ass as she does in this series, but goddamn does Barbara go beast mode. Don't believe me? Just take a look what happens when she fights against the Joker when he kidnaps her mother. She actually goes straight into him and basically hits all his vital organs, such as his kidney, his liver. He just goes all out and basically almost incapacitates or disables the Joker. And yes, almost killed him holding a gun right to his face. Because she knows what the Joker is capable of. She knows what he'll do. And she knows that he'll keep on killing when he is basically the same person that disabled her so many years ago. What's so funny, Joker? Mom and Dad are going to love you. As I was saying, let's make some magic. Or I have my friends give this nice lady a lobotomy by a bullet. I've been thinking about it for a long time. It's going to be done properly. You go to this location, you follow the instructions, and I free Miss Golden. I promise. I can't leave these people. What people, Batgirl? Funniest thing. They just keeled over. Just the mom I love to kill us. It left sweet dumpling. Yes, Joker's basically getting into Barbara's head because that's what he's good at. He just knows how to get down into Barbara, and doing the kidnapping of her mother was the point where he really got underneath Barbara's skin. Also, Gail Simmone reimagined the ventriloquist. Oh dear God, that she reimagined the ventriloquist. Like, we all know the ventriloquist and that he's one of my favorite Batman villains. Gail came in here and went, forget about Arnold Wesker. You're going to be reimagining with my ventriloquist. And I'm serious that Gail did an amazing job with the ventriloquist. Reimagining him, that is. Reimagining her, I'm sorry to say. And if you want to know more about this interesting ventriloquist, then go and check out Sasha, aka Casually Comics, episode upon this amazing ventriloquist. Seriously, she goes into so much great detail, and she does a better job than I can ever do and put the screen right here. But yes, Gail Simone's ventriloquist, just what the fuck? Gail Simone's Batgirl run is just pure awesomeness. It really needs to be read to be experienced, and this took me a couple of months just to finish because I would have moments where I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna stop it, and then I'll come back to it at some point, and then I would go back to it, and then I'd be addicted into it, but then I have something else that I have to do, and it's like, okay, well, I'll just pause here and then come back to it, and then I'll go back, and then I'll come back to it, and yeah. Now I do have to admit it was Alicia, Barbara's roommate, a thing that actually happened in the comic book, but I could not find what page that happens on or in what issue. Alicia is not actually a female. Okay, well, she is, but what I meant to say was she was a man trapped inside of a female's body. Oh, no. I don't have a problem with the LGBTQ community. I have nothing against transgendered men or women at all. I was just inputting that clip in because I have a feeling that, like, some people probably clicking on this video as soon as I said the words that Alicia is a transgendered male, suddenly started to scream at their cell phone, computer monitor, tablet, whatever, so... No, I have no problem with the LGBTQ community. Nothing at all. I just put that clip in because I know that somebody probably did scream at the TV monitor. So that was just a joke for myself and the others that was in the LGBTQ community. You're welcome. No, I have nothing against transgendered people. Nothing at all. I actually met a couple of them. Very nice, respectful people. I just know that there's going to be somebody that clicked on this video that as soon as I said the word that Alicia was transgender, they suddenly screamed and clicked off the video. Or unsubscribed. Ask me if I care. And the answer is... no, not at all. I could care less. I really could care less if people really cared about that or not. So, just wanted to point that out. So with that all said and done, let's get back to the comic book already in progress. But to say Gail Simone's Batgirl run is amazing is only the stretch of it. Gail Simone's Batgirl? Now, it's entirely amazing what she does with this character. Seriously, she does things with Batgirl that you never thought possible, and she really sells at doing such. I mean, I am dead serious that I was surprised of how much character and emotion that Gail just gave to Barbara Gordon, and really it made me go, oh wow, this is an amazing character that she brought into the picture. And in fact, that's only a little half of it, because this book, this omnibus really needs to be read and appreciated a lot more. And here's one of my favorite jokes from the entire thing. She does this to me every time. As soon as I get one of her goons, she starts to tattle. Nightfall moves everyone and everything. She has the money to rebuild and the manpower to make it fly. But then there's only one Batgirl, dang it. I gotta do her once and for all. I got her once at her fortress. She won't let that happen again. And that's why Barbara Gordon, for all your training and your gear and your smarts, she's gonna beat you up. Oh God! I'm sorry! Turn off
the light! Presumably, you just saw some guy's junk, and I apologize for that.
Nope, that did not land right at all.
It's not what I meant to say.
Okay.
I'm just gonna...
And when she confronts Alicia about this, she goes, we were just playing Scrabble. So I gathered. That was Jo. From the back of her head, she seemed really nice. No, I don't believe that these two were actually doing Scrabble. I think that Barbara walked in on something a lot more awkward. There's even events that led up to the Batgirl or Gail Simmone Birds of Prey, where you have Huntress, Black Canary, and Batgirl all team up. And if you know about the New 52, you know that Gail Simmone also wrote the Birds of Prey. Is it an interesting story? Yes. Yes, it is, especially having Gail Simmone include a bunch of characters that she has worked on in the past, from Birds of Prey to Secret Six, and so on and so forth. But it's a really damn interesting read to see how Batgirl evolved from this sort of like minor character up into the big leagues, and it's impressive how Gail Simone managed to capture everything that she could about this amazing character that's been around for years, and suddenly put her right into the center spotlight, making Batgirl one hell of an amazing read if you can actually find it or manage to pick it up. There is a reason why so many people recommend Gail Simone's Batgirl or anything by Gail Simone. It's because she's a very talented writer, and definitely I can see why people praise her. This Batgirl run is one of the best comics that I've read for last year. I just recently finished this year, or this month. So yeah, I finally recently finished this big ass thing. And although you get over 1,000 pages in here, I think that's how much that you get, it's like over 1,000 pages, you get your money's worth for this, and definitely Gail Simone is a really talented writer. I would recommend also checking out like her Secret Six run, which has been limited and then canceled, I believe, at one point. And also her Birds of Prey run. If you guys either want me to check out her Birds of Prey or Secret Six run, tell me in the comments down below. And I also apologize for kind of like slurring my words a little bit, and my Western speech impediment is getting worse. It's just that I have a lip injury on the inside, and it hurts like hell. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it healed by itself. Otherwise, I'll have to go and see a doctor or mine, and she might not be too happy with having me return. So that's my apology for that. So anyways, yes, please do check out Batgirl by Gail Simone or Batgirl Returns, the Omnibus. It is definitely a great one. And if you can't pick up the Omnibus because it's too much out of your price range, I understand. Why don't you pick up the individual volumes of itself and just see how it goes for you? And then basically you can pick up this Omnibus if you have the chance, because the Omnibus here collects a bunch. I mean, just look at the back of how much this collects. I mean, seriously, you will be reading the Gail Simone Batgirl for a time. I will leave this up on your screen for a little bit so you can pause it and read it if you want to. You good? Okay. So, please do check out the Batgirl Returns Omnibus. It is really damn amazing, and I'm surprised of how much I honestly didn't like it and love it myself. Yes, I understand that talking about Batgirl while wearing an Incredible Hulk t-shirt means absolutely nothing. Ignore that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you be notified every day on time I can upload. And always, do not be afraid if you ever miss out on a YouTube subscriber poll, as I do one every single month with 4 suggestions so you guys can vote on whichever 4 that you basically want me to see me review. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great universe. I want you know to keep eking on. Please do check out the Batgirl Returns storyline by Gail Simone. It is completely awesome, and I can highly see why a bunch of other comic book YouTubers like Linkara of Atop the Fourth Wall, Sasha from Casually Comics, Comic Drake, etc., really does recommend the Batgirl or anything by Gail Simone, as she is just a talented writer. And also go and check her out and follow her at Twitter, because she is just an amazing person that deserves all the love and respect that she can get. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great universe. I want you to keep eking on. And until next time, guys, and as always, take care.